All right, ladies, I'm jumping right into my beautiful natural makeup tutorial. This is kind of like pre-holiday. I felt so inspired by this top and champagne and bubbly and just celebrating life. So this was a top that I wore recently for my birthday weekend at Palm Beach Resort and Spa. I had such a great time. If you watched me on my Instagram, you saw just how much fun I had styling myself with my favorite designers, celebrating life, celebrating a new year. And I don't look at age as a bad thing. I look at it as a good thing, at what can I learn this year? What were, some great takeaways from last year. So I wanted to do just a really beautiful natural look where you have this in your arsenal to go to when you feel like, I just want to put myself together, but I don't want a lot of color. I want to look put together, but not like I'm not wearing anything. So this is a beautiful collection. I'm going to be showing you multiple different foundations that you can choose from. Some products I have never even shown you before. My hair, yes, is very fluffy right now and a little bit big because there's so much humidity and it's been raining for days. So I'm going to show you at the end of the video how I'm going to tame it and what products I'm going to use. So let's start off with priming our face with Canvas from Ever. This is a wonderful primer for the skin, SPF 30, and also is clean beauty. So I've been using this for years. I really, really love this product just because it really grips my foundation. I feel like this is really moisturizing. It works really well with my skin, and it's also not chemical. So it's a titanium dioxide for your SPF. Just feels so good on the skin and preps your skin. So now that my skin is prepped, I'm gonna go into my first step, which is my eye and lip primer. So if you've watched my videos for a long time, you know I always start off with my eye and lip primer first because I don't want to do a beautiful canvas foundation and then have eyeshadow fall onto my foundation. I just don't, that's not my process. I think it makes much more sense to do your eyes first, clean up anything, and then do a beautiful foundation so your skin just looks flawless. So I'm going to take my Essential Makeup Brush Kit. This is what I'm using here. The top of it I use for all of my mascara, my lip liner, my brow fix, my brightener. So this is really an easy way for me to keep track of all of my stuff on my vanity. So my brushes are here, my little everyday little guys are here, and this is a great travel kit that I created for you. You have 8 beautiful brushes in here that are 100% vegan, that are going to help you with your makeup. It's just like a painter when you're painting a painting. If you don't have the right brushes, and I know this as an artist, if I'm looking for a very nice streamlined, very thin line, and I have a brush like this, it's never going to work. So you have to look at your tools. I know a lot of women like kind of overlook their brushes and think, oh, it's overwhelming, or I can just use a little wand thing that comes into the eyeshadow container. I'm losing my words. But you really can't, because this literally will do the work for you. This is going to place the eyeshadow just where you need it. And this is half the battle. So the ladies that say, oh, I can't apply makeup very well, or my makeup never looks good when I apply it, or I watch all these videos and I can't apply it like she does, you need to take an inventory on what brushes you're using, because honestly, these will, not just my brushes, any brushes that are actually made for the right shadow placement or the contour, that's going to help you. So it's going to take out all that frustration that you feel where you're like, oh, it never looks really good, or like the video I'm watching. You have to look at your tools and see, are you using the right tools? Are they working against you? So I'm going to just take my eye and lip primer, and I have noticed over the last 10 years that I have to get closer. I can't see in this mirror. I think that's obviously the beauty of age, right? So I have to be up a little bit closer. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the eye and lip primer. You don't need that much. I'm going from the base of my lashes all the way up to my brow bone. So I really want this whole eye to be nice and neutralized. And then I'll just take my finger and I'll go across it. But when I feel this on my eyelid, I don't feel tons of product, okay? So that's a really important step. It's supposed to be a nice sheer veil. This is not adding tons and tons of eye primer. Now you can prime your lips also if you want to, depending on if you have a lot of color in your lips. I like to use the lip primer when I'm gonna be wearing a red or a darker color. or I'm switching out, I put on a color and I don't really like it, and then I need to neutralize my lips, that's when I'll use it. So now I have my lids nice and prepped, nice and ready for the eyeshadow. And now what's really interesting about this, ladies, is that now your colors are going to read true. They're not going to mix in with your actual skin color. So if you have pigmented eyelids like I do, or redness or blues or seeing veins through it, when you don't neutralize it first and then you put on your eyeshadow, it's not going to read what you see in the actual eyeshadow palette. Right? So you're setting yourself up for looking true, looking beautiful, looking put together, and not kind of, like I said before in one of my videos, it was like kind of like not putting on, you know, underwear before you put on your jeans. And that's kind of my analogy. I know it sounds weird, but it's kind of like the first step to really prep and prime your eyelids for your eyeshadow. So I think that that's a bizarre thing to give you a word picture for, but it just makes sense to me. So here we go. This is the eyeshadow called Authentic. It is my only 5-well eyeshadow palette. So you're gonna have a beautiful, deep, dark chocolate. You're gonna have a more of a cocoa chocolate, and then you have a taupe, a bisque, and then a more of a cream colored for the eye. This is wonderful, wonderful to be able to have a lot of range and have it still neutral and all matte. So if you are a matte lover, then this is the palette that you will love to be able to go to. You can wet this and use it as an eyeliner. So there's a lot of range for you to kind of mix and be your own artist, but not feel overwhelmed. You just have 5 matte neutral colors. So you can not mess up. This is kind of just kind of a no-brainer, if you will. So what I like to do is I'm gonna start with the nice kind of bisque color here, and I'm going to use this, oh, there's my mirror right here. I'm gonna just use this all over my eye and just gonna give it a nice base. I think this is a really beautiful palette to just have a very, very soft look and not kind of feel like I have to do too much. Now I'm gonna take my contour brush and I'm gonna go into the taupe color, and I'm going to just give a little dimension in the crease of my eye. So what I'm doing, ladies, is you'll see, you can almost like lift your eye up a little bit to see where your eye creases. That's where I want to go, right in here. So you can see I'm pushing in a little bit and I'm giving it like a windshield wiper motion. See how I'm doing that? I'm just kind of going to the corner right above where it creases, and you can see where I'm underneath my brow bone. So that's where you're going to want to run the color across. This is the taupe color, so you have a nice little bit of a dimension in that crease. So you can see how soft this is. This is not going to be over the top. Now, if I want to add a little bit more dimension over that, I can go in with the cocoa color. Same exact process. Remember, these shadows are highly pigmented, so you don't want to go too crazy with loading up the brush and then going to your eye, because then it's going to be too much for you. So you just want to start slow and see exactly how much and see how far the pigment goes for you on your skin. So again, I'm just going to go in. I want to do this little corner here with the cocoa color, right? And I'm going to be slowly working it up into this area here. So I'm slowly moving it over, right? I'm not going crazy right away. I can take off any color on the brush, and then I can just keep working it, what I had on the skin, in that crease. So I'm getting a really beautiful fused out look. That's the idea. You want it to be fused and beautiful and pretty and not look super heavy. So you still want this lid to be light. You don't want to have too much of the product coming down and then muddying up where you want the lid to be nice and light. So this is basically a nice blending motion, and I'm just going to just keep going until I'm happy with how I've blended it. Now I can take my little smudge brush, which I call my eraser brush. It's a nice dense brush with the bristles that are short. I can go into the deepest color here, and I can just create a little bit of a liner for myself. And I really love doing this, even though I'm going to put on liner. I'm kind of prepping the base of the lash line with a little bit of powder so it's diffused. See how it's already giving my lash line that depth? And it's not a lot, right? It looks so beautiful. Just smudging it into the lash line, just like this, building that up. Do you see the difference between the two? I love using this brush. This brush is my best friend. It does so many great things. And then I'll just take it underneath and I'll just kind of give it a little bit of that balance, right? So you have a little bit of balance. So you can see the difference, and this is just shadow. This is not even I'm gonna use dark chocolate since we have it back in stock. I'm very excited. So this isn't even using an eyeliner yet. So I love that. So you don't even have to if you don't want to, but I'm just prepping to give it a little bit more dimension, very, very natural still, but giving it that depth that I want to see. I want this to be just really beautiful and diffused with my natural look, but this is just giving it something extra. That's what's so wonderful about this. Now I'm gonna go back with my eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna just take the lightest color here and I'm just gonna do my brow bone. So this is gonna just mix it all together so it's nice and all fused together, looking beautiful. So I have two choices when it comes to curling my lashes. I can do a traditional eyelash curler, which you've seen me use throughout the years, which is my Shuamura eyelash curler, or we have our new heated eyelash curler that you can use. This is a really wonderful tool, and I'm gonna just mention a couple things since some of the ladies have called into the studio asking about the instructions that are a little confusing. So basically it's a AA battery that you put in. You would twist the bottom off. I have a whole video, I will link it here, on how to do that, how to load the battery. You turn it on, the red light goes on. On the back, there's 3 little windows that are red. They will turn white when it's ready to use. The top will also turn red. It's a little rubber red dot that will turn white. So then that's when you know it's ready to use, okay? So that's very simple. So sometimes what I'll do is, since my lashes are not fragile and I can use a regular eyelash curler, I will curl my lashes first, put on my mascara, and then I will go back with my heated eyelash curler to set it. So I'm gonna keep this on. You can see now it's already white and the back is almost all white. So it will be ready when I am ready to use it. So I have actually a new mascara that I'm gonna show you. Actually, I'm gonna use 2 mascaras and I'm gonna show you why. So I'm just gonna use my lash curler first. Then we're gonna go in with the dark chocolate waterproof eyeliner. I do this process because I don't want to put on my liner, then go and do if you're using a mechanical eyelash curler, because it's gonna take away my eyeliner. Little pro tip for you there. So you won't disrupt your liner when you go to curl your lashes. So I'm just gonna do a little bit, I have the little bit of the powder. I'm just going to deepen the lash line with my eyeliner. Now remember, I go right to the base of the lashes. Do you see where I am? Literally in the lashes. I want that to be nice and thick, really natural looking. I'm gonna take a little bit down below, just a tiny bit. But this waterproof dark chocolate is one of my top products. And you ladies know that because I can see that you're ordering not just multiples, you're ordering like 4s and 6s because it's been out since February. So we just got it back in. This is the most beautiful color. It is absolutely gorgeous. So you have a nice dark chocolate on your lash line. It's waterproof. I use it in so many of my videos and it just looks so pretty. So the mascara I'm gonna be using, I got a YSL, Yves Saint Laurent. I got this mascara, it's Vinyl Couture. It's a sample and I thought, I'm gonna use it and see what I think. I love the creamy formulation. I either use Chanel, I use my mascara, or I am experimenting with some others. So I just wanted to introduce you to a new mascara. I actually think it's really pretty. Now, I can't use it on my bottom because of the wand, and I've talked to you a lot about that when it comes to my mascara and why my mascara is really great for women that have very short lashes. We'll get into that in a second when I use it on my bottom lashes. But this is a nice mascara for you ladies that are looking for an alternative. You can see how it does really nicely coat the lashes, separates them. It's a nice wand. But you got to be careful not to go too much because it will start getting a little bit more on the clumpier side. So I'm going to take my mascara, Nikol Cosmetics mascara. You can see that it has these little teeth. It's a flat wand, very, very different than all these other brushes. I can get to the base of my lashes and really pull them out depending on what kind of look I'm looking for. But for bottom lashes, I can't use any of these mascara wands. Are just so big and I can't get to my bottoms without having like mascara all over my face. So my little wand is so great. It's almost like a little comb, and it just combs your lashes, as you can see, like this. But it's easy to maneuver, and it's not going to be a big rounded brush where you're trying to get your bottom lashes and it's just not working. So we can take the heated eyelash curler, all white now, with the little slits on the back and on the top so we know it's ready. I can just take this wand that's nice and heated and just mold my lashes up. It's just amazing how this will mold the lashes up. I mean, you can see right away, I have this one rogue lash right there. Let's get them to stay up. Perfect. This literally, when you do this technique this way, your lashes are going to stay up all day long. That's what's so cool about this, is that you're literally molding them into the way you want them to stay, and then they'll stay up all day. This is such a great pro tip on molding, heating, and setting your lashes with a heated eyelash curler, and it's under $20. It's the best thing if you want that opened, wide-eyed look. I love it. Now, just a little bit of an alternative. If you love your shadow, but you want just a little bit of something, Hourglass makes a really cool, kind of just like a nice little, this one's called Scatter Light Glitter Eyeshadow Reflect. Now, this is just something that I would do. Don't let the glitter part scare you. So this is like a rose gold color. I would just pop just the top of your lid. See how beautiful that looks? Just a little something. So you can see, if you just feel like, you know what, I love the matte, but I just want a little sheen, nothing major. It's so, so beautiful. So that's just something that I've had. I bought it at Blue Mercury. I thought it was really kind of cool to just, if I wanted to just make any shadow, just pop a little bit. It's called Glitter Eyeshadow, and this is in the color Reflect. Everything's listed below, ladies, so you don't have to worry. So let's just take off anything that might have fallen with my Almay pad underneath my eyes. I like to do this just to make sure there's nothing that is going to get in the way of my concealer or my eye brightener. And let's now illuminate the skin. I'm going to take my eye brightener. I'm going to just give a very, very light look underneath my eyes. I want this to be nice and light. I like to go to the corner of the eye, down to the corner of the nose, back. I am very generous with this product. I love this product. I want it to really lighten up my eye area, especially in this area here. I do not like to see gray. I do not like to see darkness. So this is what I do. Don't be afraid that it looks a little crazy right now, but it's going to look beautiful in a moment. This is really nice and light, so I can add on. I don't have to feel like, oh, this is going to be so heavy. I want this all, everywhere I'm putting this, I want it to be light. I'm going to just take my buffing brush and I'm going to just work it in. See how I'm just pushing it into the skin? I'm not dragging it all around. Nice and bright. See that? It just brightens the skin. I was dealing with some redness just now. I could have done a little no redness first and then put this over, but I'm keeping it simple, not layering too much for you ladies. And then I'm going to just put on a beautiful veil of foundation. So you can see how it lifted my eye area, that redness, that darkness, that gray in the inner corner of my eye that I don't think is very pretty. So it's nice and bright. It just looks so beautiful right now. And then we're gonna take okay, I have a bunch of different foundations for you. You can do the La Mer foundation that you know that I love. I use Shell, that's the color that I use. You can use another Luminous foundation, Luminous Silk by Giorgio Armani. Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation. This is a little too light for me. It's 3.8. I got this when we were in the lockdown. I couldn't obviously pick out the right color. It's fine. I can mix it with other colors. Always remember that. You can always mix your foundations if you need to have a little bit of a darker one. You need to lighten it up. You can add some sunscreen in it that's white, so it's going to basically lighten it. Another one that I do like is Hourglass Illusion. This is a hyaluronic skin tint. This is a sunscreen, a little bit heavier though, SPF 15. Hyaluronic, hydrating. This is gonna hydrate your skin. So today, or you can use the BB cream, which is one of my products. This is really nice. This is in light. I can use fair and light together. But today I wanna show you something different. Why don't we go in with, why don't we try using the Hourglass, so you can kind of see what that looks like. This is really nice. This might be, it could be a tad on the lighter side too, but I don't think so. So let's do this beautiful hydrating foundation. It's more of a tint, so it's still on that natural level. You're not really covering up the skin. So I just applied blush. There's a bunch of different options. I did the ageless, and I like to just kind of go back and forth and create a custom color. So then I apply it to the cheeks and I work it into the skin so it's one with the skin. Streaky blush is not a good look. And I want you to learn how to, where you flush, I want you to learn how to find that. So it's really in when you smile. It's the apples of the cheeks, so you don't need that much blush, right? Make sure you don't have enough, you don't have too much on the brush. Go into and work it into the skin and then work it back. So it's basically part of the skin. You just don't have, you don't put it on and go like that, right? So I want you to just really learn how to do that because it will bring so much life to your face. Ageless is a beautiful classic palette that we have. Also, Mood Changer is new for fall. Beautiful, look at this bright, beautiful rose color. Absolutely stunning. Now, for women that feel like my mother in her video where she said she felt beige, she just looks in the mirror and she just sees eyes. This is why I created this palette called Mood Changer. It will change your mood. It will change your face. It will bring life and color to your face. It's just learning how to use the color. So these two are beautiful, an apricot color. Look at this beautiful dusty rose. And then you have the bright, so you can mix them. Don't be afraid of this color. You can add this as a little bit of a pop of color in the apple of the cheek. Now, when I worked for Bobbi Brown, that's exactly what she said. You would use, say, this color here, more of the softer dusty rose. You would put that on your cheeks, right? You would do a tap of the deep rose, right? And you would pop it right on the apples of the cheek. So you would have that dimension. I always loved that technique. I loved working for Bobbi Brown. I love the concept. I loved it about wearing makeup, but not having makeup wear you. It's just so beautiful. So we're going into lips, ladies. Get excited because you know it's one of my favorite things to do. Today, I'm going to be using one of my favorite lip pencils, which you know, I am low on stock on this, so I'm just letting you know now. Cameo, beautiful, like everyday lip liner. Speaking of everyday, I'm going to be using my Everyday Matte lipstick. Beautiful, just is everyday. It's like this is your everyday look. And then I'm going to be topping it with Champs, which used to be called Nibble. This is like champagne, totally goes with my top. I love this. I will use this. This has been one of my most popular, especially with my clients here in the studio. This was never in stock, never in stock. I'm talking like going back 7, 8 years ago. They loved this product, or this lip gloss. And then I'm going to show you, let me just mention to you, I know a lot of you have asked for plumping lip glosses. Ever has some beautiful ones that I bought recently because I wanted to try them out. So these are Flash. It's called Flash Power Plumping Lip Gloss. Remember, this is clean beauty with this company. You can find it on my website. I really do love this company. I've been selling it for 4 years now. I have, you know, my canvas. Like, I have little products that I just literally adore. So this one is called Champagne Heart. Really nice and natural, nice and nude. These actually go with my top, right? Sugar nude, and then I have cameo nude. So these are really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colors. And then there's one that I've seen. I bought this actually like a couple weeks ago, and I've been wearing it. I've seen you ladies have been buying it. It's called Rosewood. That's the color. This is Forever Liquid Longwear liquid lip color. It's almost like our velvet liquid lipsticks. So it's going to go on nice and creamy, but it's matte. It's beautiful. This is a beautiful color. So right now I'm going to line my lips with Cameo, and then I'm going to add on my lipsticks. So today I felt like giving my upper lip a little bit more plumpness. So all I did was connect the Cupid's bow. So do you see it doesn't dip down? I basically went across. So it gave my top lip a little bit more of a pillowy look. This is one of my favorite little tricks to do. So many of my clients would request this when I would do their makeup. Every day is going on. Look how gorgeous this color is. This is one of my favorites. It's so, so beautiful, and it makes me feel so good. I'm gonna use a little Champs, go over my lip. Look at that. Look at that sheen that it gives it. It just pulls it up a notch. I love lip glosses. You know, I'm so passionate about this. I could go on and on and on. I could keep layering. I could keep doing all kinds of stuff. So that is basically a very natural, pretty look. Okay, so ready? My hair. This has been, you know, this is really a real challenge today. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to turn this on. So I'm going to just tell you what I'm going to do because it's going to be loud. So I'm going to just take this. This is my 4-in-1. Remember I showed it to you how to get a professional blow dry at home. This is on Amazon. It was so inexpensive. Larger, smaller heads, a blow dryer head. It's amazing. It was, I think it was under $60 if I was correct. Maybe it was 55. I think it was the best. I'll link it below again. I know a lot of you said it was sold out, but I'll find it and I'll link it for you. So I'm going to just show you how I can kind of maintain my hair and get it to look like I'm going to go out or I'm going to stay home and have a glass of champagne and celebrate my life, celebrate myself, celebrate wearing makeup and feeling good. I don't care if I sat home for the next 40 days. I want to feel good. I want to feel enlivened. I want to feel all the adjectives, right, ladies? I want to mentally make myself feel better, and this is how I do it. So I kind of encapsulate myself and put myself into a zone and a mood because I have to with what's going on, and enjoy everything. Enjoy putting on my face mask before I put on my makeup, doing a little ritual, making myself feel good, because at the end of the day, that's what's important. I have to feel good about myself. I have to feel like I look good because my day is different when I feel that way. If I feel terrible, if I feel like I look terrible, then that is exactly the vibe, the mood that I'm going to give off to the world. And that is not what I want. I work very hard at being positive and turning those thoughts around and making them positive. That's why we have products that are called Authentic and Mood Changer and Relevant and On a Mission. This is my mantra. This is my, what I'm giving out to the world, right? Lighten up. Another product that just came in, Lighten Up, one of our favorites. We need to lighten up. We need to just be able to move swiftly and gracefully through this time. So watch what happens when I transform my hair. look how fast that was. I'm gonna just take a little triple sec from Dry Bar. This is a 3-in-1 finishing spray. I mean, this is so easy. It revives my hair, right? Not so fluffy and puffy. And then Sparkling Soda is one of my favorites. It's a shine mist, also from Dry Bar. And then I just like to give it that extra shine. I haven't been using, you can see a little bit, I haven't been using my purple shampoo as much, so this will whiten up a lot once I start using my purple shampoo again. I've just been doing a lot of shoots and a lot of product in my hair, and that's why. But there is one important thing I did forget, ladies, is my brows. I'm gonna be using Brunette. This is my Brow Fix, little wand, a ball wand that's going to take my brows and make them a little bit more groomed and powerful. And the best part of this is that it's going to cover that gray, I have a couple gray hairs in this brow, and it's gonna cover those effortlessly, make them look beautiful, make them look up, make them look nice and dark. And I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. It's just beautiful. I want you to feel good this fall season. November, December's coming up. This is the time that we need to be feeling good. We want to look our best. We want to put our best foot forward for ourselves. You know, yes, for our family, for everybody else, but for ourselves. That's what's important, ladies. I want you to feel good. You are worth it. I don't care how old you are. You know, my Fierce Aging covers all spectrums or all ages, but I hope you enjoyed that. I love you, ladies. Thank you for joining me today and enjoying this makeup tutorial. It's a little bit all over the place, but hey, I'm here, I'm showing up for you. I love you, and I'll see you soon.